Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. They don't have armor and stuff, but they honestly are really good at preventing road rash. Alright. But they're not skin tight like every other influencer. Alright, little cowie, let's do it. Warm day today, humid. Been watering the grass, trying to get me a nice little yard compared to everyone else in Florida who apparently doesn't care about their yard. I think it's looking pretty nice. I always see this person every morning I leave. Every intersection is a chance at my life. Right, let's do this. Alright, we're going. What's up? Appreciate you being here today, and thank you for all the continued support for the few of you who do listen to me and ramble. It's great. I wanted to talk about something that I am just seeing everywhere that, I don't know, maybe I'm going to be called a hater for this, but it bothers the shit out of me because, I don't know, I've ridden so many different bikes in my time of riding, like way too many probably. I own too many. But the reality is the R9 just came out, right? And people are just getting their hands on it finally. And I think it's a great bike. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a great bike. I think it has some really cool features. I think it is a awesome sort of like intermediate between a beginner bike and an advanced bike. But the way people are glazing this bike online is pitiful. It is so pitiful. Everyone's like, oh my god, it's just the best thing since sliced bread. It has steel braided lines. It has nice upgraded brakes. The transmission is utterly smooth. The engine is so snappy and powerful. It's like, brother, you ain't fooling anyone. I've owned MT-09s. I've had that engine in many different configurations. We all know what the engine can do. It's a great engine. Don't get me wrong. It's efficient for being a 3-cylinder engine compared to most inline 4s in that category of motorcycle. But we aren't bullshitting the fact that people are saying it makes like 130 brake horsepower to the wheel. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. You're lucky if you make 110 off that thing on a good run. There is a guy on two wheels, I keep forgetting his name, he tunes motorcycles, and he was talking about what he's going to do to get that bike track ready. So he's put cams in it, a full exhaust system. Obviously he tuned it because he is the tuning guy. He did a bunch of other things too, like aftermarket intake, which really didn't do too much for him, but assortments of different things. And the most power he got out of it, like taking apart the engine, putting a whole different setup in it, like forged internals in the engine, was 130 horsepower. I don't know what people are smoking when they think this thing is going to make as much power as like a 636 or a R6 would have made. It is literally a slower version of an R6 with a less expensive engine that is less track proven. Now, is it going to be capable on the track? Sure. But it just people hype this thing up, so it's so surprising how quick it is. No, it's not. No, it's not. Let's be for fucking real. Dudes who ride, 1000cc bikes, like, hype this thing up. So, what's the guy's name? Thoughts Taken or whatever. I think his last name's Wood. He just got one, and it looks good. Like, I think it looks like a good bike. There's just a couple things that I hate about it, which is, one, there's a hole in the middle of the bike. It's just this massive
fucking right in the pussy
hole because the engine isn't a larger engine. So it's just this massive hole in the fucking bike, and it looks honestly disgusting. On top of that, everyone's like, oh my god, the electronics are so great. Brother, that has been the electronics in most bikes for a while now, excluding a Gixxer and a CBR, like that, like my Cowie has had these, mine's the new one, but the electronics have been relatively the same with a colored screen every year for a while now. Like, this is nothing that crazy. They're all praising, like, oh my gosh, it has wheelie control, and so do most bikes, Like, go get an Aprilia 660. Sure, it's going to be a little bit more expensive, but you get more horsepower, you get a better track bike, arguably, you get something that is going to be far more improved in terms of, like, having a stabilizer, having arguably a better braking system, like being more track capable, having a better stance, because that bike, a lot of people are saying, like, the seating position and the rear sets are just kind of a little bit awkward compared to other bikes in that category. It's just like, what are we coping with here? I get it. The bike is the newest version of what should be the R6, so everyone is like, oh my god, kind of like that mid-range bike at an affordable price. But I think everyone kind of forgets, like, there are bikes that do better at the same price point. A ZX6R is a great, phenomenal bike, and I'm not even into Cowie that much. Sure, like, I'm riding one right now, but, like, I'm not even into Cowie. That I much more prefer my Aprilia RSV4 1100 over that. But a Cowie's a great bike, undeniable. Sure, it's not going to have the electronics, but are we buying bikes for the electronics now? Like, it's a screen, and it lets you change the safety parameters of the bike, so you don't do wheelies. So you have better traction control, which those bikes still have, by the way. So you can have control over the ABS differentiation. Okay, most bikes have that. It's just not in a fancy LCD screen. Like, I don't know. To me, I think the hype is just so overrated. It's, like, not even funny. I just had to talk about it because it's bugging the shit out of me. Everyone gets on the bike and they're like, oh my gosh, it's just so great, It's just this best fucking thing. It's the greatest bike since 2020, whatever. I don't know. It's like, dude, we are all in agreement that more bikes is better, because more bikes means more people on the road and more different options, which I truly think it is criminal how few options there are for bikes, like, compared to cars. If you think about, let's just think about, like, sports cars, the variety of different cars you can choose from is insane. Like, in every single branding category, there's something you can choose from, which I think is just dope. But motorcycles, you have, like, the big three, and then everything else is extremely expensive. Like, you're spending basically a car's value on a motorcycle, and that's it. And so what do you do? Nothing, really. And so a new bike comes out, everyone's going to jump on it. It's not been released before. It's interesting, it's different. But in all reality, man, I think, like, the glazing on this bike is crazy. I don't like how it looks entirely. Like I said, it has that huge hole in the center, which is just so ugly. It's crazy. It has a few other features that I just don't think are the most attractive. It's like tail. Its gas tank is, like, huge. It, like, goes over people's, like, legs and then onto the stomach often, which I really don't like. I mean, I think it's a cool bike, but it's definitely not what people are saying it is. As someone who's ridden an R6 before, in Thailand, mind you, I just don't think that it's, I don't know, like, you can sell me on the idea. I did sit on one. My dealership had one that was already bought, but it was just sitting on the showroom floor, and I sat on it and I was like, this kind of sucks. This kind of sucks compared to ZX6Rs I've owned, compared to the Aprilia, compared to CBR 600s that I've had, double Rs, compared to the R6 that I rode back a while ago. Like, I just feel like these aren't even comparable. And everyone likes to say that they're the best thing since sliced bread, and I just have such a doubt in that. And maybe I'm wrong, but that's how I feel. I think if you're interested in an R9, it would probably behoove you to either one, wait until you can ride an R1 and get an R1, or two, get a different bike. Because I promise to most people, they're gonna feel like they've outgrown that engine and that platform pretty quickly. And for as great as that engine and reliable as it is, the performance of it, again, don't get me wrong, it's great, but it's not what an inline 4 is. Like the sound, the ferocious power you get at those higher RPMs, like the feeling. It's just, I had MT-09. I had ridden multiple MT-09s. It's great, but you kind of just learn to not love it a ton because it has a lot of low end power. You get into the higher end and you're just kind of like, I wish there was just a little bit more, you know, like I wish there was just a little higher of a ceiling, and it's not something you have with that one, unfortunately. Plus, I just love the sound. Call me a hater, but I just love the sound of an inline 4, bro. There's just nothing that beats this fucking engine. Vocals, the audible is just outrageous. What the fuck is going on up here, brother? We up in a green light, stopped dead in the road. What the hell? What the hell? So yeah, update on this bike. We're at 531 miles. I bought this bike last week, exactly today. So it's been 7 days since I've had this bike. And it's just serving me well. We're almost broken in. And I'm gonna tune it as soon as it's broken in. This week, unfortunately, I'm leaving for Dallas. And, you know, I was actually contemplating renting a bike in Dallas and just like doing a vlog out there. But the problem is, holy shit, I asked Sixer bro, I'm like, what, are there like other options to rent? And he's like, no dude, like you just kind of got to know somebody to give you their bike, and it's pretty rare that somebody's going to do that if they don't, you know, you don't have an online presence. And like, damn, I was looking at different rental companies because there's a lot online actually, and they're basically just like Turo or like private rental companies where somebody has a bike and then they rent it to you for a fee and the website manages it. But it's just not even worth it. Like one bike is, I mean, it's just insane. Okay, so like I wanted to get, there was a ZX6R. It's 120, I think it was $112 a day. And I was like, okay, like whatever, I'll get it for 2 days. It's not a big deal. But then I'm like, okay, 2 days, let's go get this. And they throw a bunch of fees at you. And this is on every freaking website that I did this with. They throw a bunch of fees at you, and it ends up being like $800 because of insurance. Like just the cheapest form of liability on those rental bikes is insane, and it just makes zero fucking sense. And that was with a 40% discount, new user discount. I'm just like, dude, who's doing this? Like, that's such a ripoff. It's more than a car would be for the entire week. Why is it so expensive? It's just unrealistic. So yeah, don't fucking do that. Anyways, I'm not going to be vlogging a whole trip in Dallas, unfortunately. But what I will do is come back and immediately tune my bike and walk you through my impressions of the tune and how I feel about it. All right, no, I'm not doing this. There's been too many cops. Too many motherfucking cops. And I'll tell you what, I am carrying a piece right now. A motherfucking schnoozer. A blicky. I can't even recall if it's legal to drive on a motorcycle with a blicky in your waistband in Florida. It was in Texas, but I don't know about here. I miss Texas, dude. I really do. The only thing keeping me here right now is one, real estate, but two, honest to God, it's just like the weather. It's so nice. They're not street legal, but everyone tries to ride them on the road like that. Are you kidding me, semi? Oh my god, man. This literally couldn't be more outrageous. What the helly? Oh man, dude is laid out. He's either on fentanyl or got his ass beat, one of the two. Do I turn here? No, fuck that. It's just not ready for me. What the fuck is playing right now? How do I bypass this? I don't really think I can. I could go this way and then do a U-turn into the traffic, but that would be... In Florida, people would definitely try to hit me if I cut them off. But if they stop, I might have a good vantage point. You know what I mean? Like, go down this lane, do a U-turn without being at the stoplight into some kind of gap that's created between cars when they do stop. That would be a good option. An old boy. Man, I should just go race this motherfucker for fun. Damn, homie. Oh, God. That was a wide turn. Oh, boy. Maybe not. Welcome to Florida, living on the coastline where there's like a 2-lane road everywhere you go, and everyone's trying to get to somewhere. Perfect little shade. How about that? Alright, folks, that was really it. I just wanted to bitch at y'all about that fucking R9 situation, because all I see is videos about it now. And I'm just like, dude, I'm sick of it. It's like not even that interesting. We're talking about tech that's been on bikes for years, and now it's suddenly on an R9, like a lower mid-level entry bike, and I don't know. It's like, why does it matter? Who cares? Give me something more impressive. But I hope you have a beautiful day, and tell somebody you love them, and hopefully somebody tells you that they love you. If they don't, I do. I love you, and I hope you have a continued beautiful, that Blake Hughes is sticking out, beautiful week and great, prosperous times. It's Friday, so that means by the time you see this video, it'll probably be like Sunday, maybe Monday, and good things are happening to you. I hope. At least, but probably maybe not. I don't know. Oh, check this out, by the way. Look how low we're getting on that motherfucking tire there, bro. I don't have many options to turn here that deep, so this side's a little bit less awesome, but we're getting there. We'll get there eventually, bros. All the way down. Florida sucks at turny roads. All right, anyways, I'll stop rambling and let you be. Bye.